Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Plami or Paige, whichever you prefer to call me, and in this video I'm going to be reacting to quite a few different artists, those being Spectrum, Sungjae, KangDaniel, and ONEUS. And the songs that I'm going to be reacting to are going to be Showtime by Spectrum, ComeWiththeWind by Sungjae, To You by KangDaniel, and two songs by ONEUS, because they actually, I think, had a comeback recently. I just didn't know about it for some reason. It didn't come off as a comeback, I don't know. But the songs from ONEUS that I'm going to be reacting to are A Song Written Easily and Hide and Seek. So without further ado, let's get into the reaction, starting off with Spectrum's Showtime in 3, 2, 1. I've actually heard quite a few good things about this one, so I'm excited to see whether I'm gonna like it or not. So far it sounds actually pretty good. Don't worry if I'm not really reacting during the first viewing. I'm gonna be reacting to some of these songs twice, but we'll see which. I kinda like it. I don't like the lens flare that kind of makes everything blurry, but otherwise I like the music video. And the song, I feel like it's a bit on the cliche slash generic kind side of things, but I feel like it has enough things to make it stand out for me, at least. I'm gonna talk about it more on the second reaction. Oh, that is a really good high note. This is a really dope song. Based on my personal tastes, it's not a 10 out of 10 kind of song, but for what it is, it might as well be, honestly. Because I personally prefer the more unusual and experimental kind of K-pop songs, while this one is more generic. But for a generic K-pop song, it's honestly killing it. Like, it sounds really good. Okay, so let's get into it one more time in 3, 2, 1. You can instantly feel that it's a really good song. I love when that happens, because sometimes I'm kind of meh, even though I want to love a song, but this one just screams really good. I definitely would prefer it if it was a bit more experimental, but not every song has to be like that, so Like, it's surprisingly hard hitting in my opinion. Because a lot of the time with these kind of generic songs or cliche, I don't know which term you want me to use to not make it as if sound as if I'm hating on the group, but with a lot of these songs, even though I recognize the song is good, it just doesn't stick with me for some reason. But this one does. Like, I'm honestly surprised that the rapping is actually really hard hitting. There's some moments in which it's all obvious that they are a no-go group. Like, the budget kind of shows a very little, mainly in those shots with the lighting in the back, which are also my least favorite ones. So that high note is really good. I wish more of the song had this kind of instrumental in it. It would have made it a bit more interesting for me, at least. He looks a bit like Jungkook when he does that with the hand for some reason. Okay, so this song, honestly, pretty much met my expectations exactly. I expected it to be pretty interesting from the things that I've heard from other people, that it is a really good song. So yeah, not much to comment on it that I didn't say already, so I'm just gonna jump into the ratings. And actually for this one I feel like I'm gonna have 3 ratings. First one is my personal. For me the song is not exactly what I want. Like, I prefer the more experimental and unusual or just different sounding K-pop songs, like with different structures and everything. So this one doesn't exactly satisfy me in that way, which is why the rating for it is going to be only an 8.4 out of 10. Objectively, I feel like most people really enjoy this song, because even for what it is, which is kind of a cliched song, it is really good. So objectively I'm gonna give it an 8.8 out of 10, and this is gonna be, there's gonna be a third score, which is gonna be specifically for what the song is specifically. Like, this one, it's to me kind of clear that it's going for the kind of cliche, I guess. I've already called it that several times, kind of more generic K-pop song style, and it does that honestly masterfully, which is why I'm gonna give it in that regard a 10 out of 10, because those are really my least favorite kind of songs, and groups like X1 or AP6 kind of do that kind of style, which is why I'm not a really huge fan of them, because it's a bit too kind of bland. But this one manages to overcome that and make me like it, so definitely deserves a pretty high score in that regard. So yeah, let's get into the next song of this video, that being Sungjae-ComeWiththeWind Come With The Wind in 3, 2, 1. Oh, is this one going to be a cartoon one? I was hoping it was going to be a live action one. This is a very calming song. Like, I was a little bit stressed when I started doing the video, and now I'm kind of calm. Honestly, I really for this song, for the most part, I don't like how slow it is, which has been complained that I've mentioned many times. But I like his singing. I just wish the song had some parts of it which were a little bit faster, like here where it's building up. I'd have loved if it actually went in a bit of a faster and more energetic beat, because otherwise it's a bit too monotonous for my taste. But he definitely, like, I really love his singing. Like the chorus, I really like it. I wish more of the song was like that, I guess. But I guess this is gonna be a good song to listen to whenever I am sad, to make myself feel better, so there's that. Like, with a lot of B2B's music in general, I tend to like it, weirdly enough for me. I can't believe I became a fan of them. But like, I feel like I would really be in love with their music if it was just a bit faster. I'm talking specifically about the slowest of their songs. Oh, there's more. I thought this was going to be the credits. Man, I wish I had that perfect skin. I really don't. Oh, that's... Okay, that's nice. That's wholesome. Okay. Oh, there's more. Are you joking? Okay, now it's done. Okay, so I've said many times that this is not the kind of music that I listen to the most, but I still managed to fall in love with B2B for the kind of style of music. For some reason, I don't really understand it, and I still don't listen to them as much as other groups which are my favorite, like Stray Kids or NCT or 80s, but these definitely have a special place in my heart. And for the kind of music they do, honestly, they do it well enough that they've managed to pull me into it, so I guess there's that. That's a thing to congratulate them for. And yeah, this song is also pretty fine. Mainly I like the chorus. That's the only really memorable part and the one that I really want to listen to again. The rest is just too monotonous for me and boring. Not necessarily in a bad way, it's just not the kind of music that I enjoy the most. So if you enjoy it, that's gonna be completely fine. Even I enjoy it, it's just I just prefer other more faster paced songs to listen to. Although these kind of more emotional songs I do love listening to whenever I'm sad or somewhat depressed, so there's a time and a place for those, but I just prefer listening to the faster paced and more energetic songs because most of the time I'm just happier. So yeah, personally I'm gonna give this one an 8.8 out of 10 because I think it's a really good song. I managed to enjoy it really. Not really a song that I would listen to constantly, but it's fine. Objectively, I'm gonna go even as far to give it a 9.2 out of 10 because I think it's a really good song, but it just should have been a tad bit faster for most to be really enjoyable by everybody. But it is still a really good song. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to the next song, that being "To You" by KangDaniel, and I think that's gonna be my first time reacting to a song from him. And yeah, I've never really listened to him. I don't exactly know why people seem to love him so much, but I guess I'm gonna find out right now. So let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. The only thing I know about him, or the only two things that I know about him, is that he has his own entertainment company and that he is Jihyo's boyfriend, although I don't know if they're still together right now. I mean, I can kind of see why he's so beloved. Already the vibe I'm getting off him is pretty attractive, to say the least. Hey, is this the same stage from Ace's Savage? You can probably already tell why exactly I haven't really gotten into him. At least I can tell why, because his music is not really the kind of thing I enjoy the most. I love his style though. I'm talking about the clothes. He looks really good in those clothes. Like, damn. I think he might be the most handsome K-pop idol I've ever fucking seen. And sorry for swearing, but the catchiest part of the song is definitely the part. This song kind of gives me all the same vibe as Samuel's 16. Not exactly, but a very close vibe to it. And I'm not sure how well I can judge this one. Like, I can see why people will enjoy it and probably have really liked it. For some reason it's giving me vibes of 2017. I'm pretty sure this was released like last week. Okay, so yeah, I can definitely see why people like him. The song was catchy, not my thing, but it was definitely catchy, and I enjoyed it. And the way he just uh, what was the word for it? The way he just moves and the vibe, his vibe essentially is really kind of attractive in a certain way. So I can definitely see why people like him. His music is also that kind of very I don't want to say generic because that's kind of not what I mean, but it's it's a very traditionally K-pop boyfriend kind of song. So I can see the appeal for him, but ultimately, I don't really think I'm gonna listen to the song after this. I still think it's a good song, so that's why I'm definitely gonna give it a high score. But yeah, it's just not the kind of thing I enjoy the most. Like a better version of this, essentially, as I mentioned, it gave me off vibes of Samuel's 16. That song is essentially kind of the same thing, but just done better. I don't know, or just more similar to what I enjoy. But yeah, personally, I'm gonna give this one an 8.6 out of 10. While objectively, I'm going to give it a 9.4. But yeah, let's move on to the final group of this video, that being ONEUS, and the first of their songs, A Song Written Easily, which I'm pretty sure is the title track of a single album or whatever it is. I don't know, it's only 2 songs, so there's that. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. I'm not sure whether this is a proper release because it gives such a different vibe from their last song. They haven't really stuck with one concept ever since they debuted, so it's even more confusing. I just hope I like it, because I really liked Lit. It was pretty much like... It was a joint winner. Okay, I definitely like it. ONEUS Lit was for me joint winner with Everglow's Bonbon Chocolate as the best song of 2019. Okay, I definitely like it. The way it started off, I thought it was going to be a ballad, which is not necessarily a bad thing, just I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much. This is kind of a summery song, I really like it. ONEUS are definitely going up in my list of favorite groups. They're really good. Let's hear the chorus. Oh hell yeah. This should have been released in the summer. This is such a summer vibe song. But that intro definitely threw me off. I thought it was gonna be a ballad, especially with the name of the song. Honestly, it's refreshing when K-pop groups do outside music videos. It's always so aesthetically pleasing. And after all, aren't ONEUS from the same company as Mamamoo? Because I've forgotten. I think they are, but I'm not sure. So obviously it's gonna be aesthetically pleasing because Mamamoo are so good at that too. Especially in Starry Night, I really love that music video. This one definitely gives up some vibes of that one. And it's pretty much equally aesthetically pleasing. Like I love the color grading and everything, and I'll definitely react to this one a second time. I really love the instrumental hook, it's so catchy. I really like it. I don't know if it's better than Lit, but it's definitely really good. I think compared to Lit, it's gonna be just like a 9.8 compared to Lit's 10 out of 10, which is still pretty close. But like, Lit is such a freaking good song. Oh man, so many shots in this music video I can just put as a wallpaper screen on my PC. And this is such a jarring change, like this gives off the vibe of a ballad. Usually ballads seem to have this kind of look to them. Okay, so let's get into it one more time in 3, 2, 1. It's such a contrasting aesthetic though, like night and day, like. I just don't get the connection exactly between the two. Also, I'm not sure exactly how much of this is part of the song. I assume the first 30 seconds are not, because otherwise it's a weird build-up. Oh man, I love this music video. Definitely wins for my favorite ONEUS music video. And the most beautiful one, holy hell! I think I genuinely might put some of these shots as a wallpaper screen. Also, I've heard that they're gonna participate in Road to Kingdom. I might do reactions to that show's performances, or at least to the groups I like, but we'll see. I don't promise anything, because who knows what the future holds. I might not want to, but we'll see. So for me, the summer is officially started. I found my first summer song. Too bad that it's literally snowing outside, but hey. Ooh, that sounds so good. ONEUS are so underrated. They're so good. Yet people don't really notice them as much as other groups. Like in general, I feel like today's rookie groups are not really as noticed as BTS or EXO used to be. And I know they're top groups, but it's just kind of annoying to see such a huge focus now on third generation groups and such ignoring of fourth generation groups. I really hope K-pop groups keep releasing music even during this time of crisis, because otherwise I might not have content to do on the channel. Well, at least for the K-pop reactions. but also because it's gonna be so freaking boring, because a lot of the time when I don't do anything, I just listen to K-pop music. I still don't get the connection between the two. Probably if I knew the lyrics, I might know better, but I prefer to focus on the music itself and how it sounds, because most of the time, unless the song, like, most of the time I don't really care about the lyrics. If I enjoy the song, I don't care about the lyrics. There are definitely enhance the song, but like, it's not the main thing for me. The main thing for me is how it sounds. Although there are groups like Stray Kids for which I do care about the lyrics, most of the time, like, if it has good and relatable lyrics, I'll definitely love it more than if it doesn't. But yeah, this one is really good. Not much to say about it, because like, I have a hard time commenting on really good songs, except to say that they're good. So yeah, I love the instrumental. It's really catchy. I love the kind of I really like the sound of the instrumental. It's really interesting and catchy, and kind of reminiscent of 2017, because I feel in 2017 there's a lot of these kind of instrumentals. I don't know. And also kind of noticed that this was a bit of a instrumental chorus, which is not really my favorite thing, because it's more boring than if it is like rap chorus or singing chorus, but it's still fine. Like, it's catchy. I liked it. Like, I love this song, but the main thing about it that I love is definitely the music video. This one is definitely the best looking out of every single ONEUS music video. Although Lit is definitely not far behind. Just, I enjoy this one because it's a more outdoorsy and just prettier. There's a lot of nature. It just looks so aesthetically pleasing. I really love it. So yeah, personally and objectively, I'm definitely gonna give this song a 10 out of 10, because it is a really good song. I really enjoyed it. And at worst, I'm going to give it a personal score of 9.8 out of 10, just because it's just a tiny bit less interesting than Lit, and just didn't manage to blow me away to the point Lit did, but I still really enjoy it, as I expected, pretty much. So yeah, let's check out the other song from this digital single album, or whatever it is, I don't know. That is Hide and Seek by ONEUS again, in 3, 2, 1. Lido reminds me of a certain idol, but I just can't put my mind on which one. I can already tell that this song is not as interesting as the title track. It already feels a bit fillerish. Yeah, it definitely feels kind of fillerish. I'm not saying that it's bad, don't get me wrong, it's just... it feels a bit rushed. I can't really seem to grasp the flow of the song, so it kind of also feels a bit all over the place. yeah, it's not necessarily a bad song, it's just could have been a lot better. I just don't feel like as much effort was put into it as for the title track. Okay, this ending part was probably the best part of the song. As I said, just feels a bit rushed and all over the place. There are some good things in the song, and I feel like you can easily enjoy it. It's just not as good as I was hoping it was going to be. Okay, so not gonna lie, I am a bit disappointed. Like, if you're gonna have such a short album or an extended play or whatever this is called, why don't you put at least an effort in the other song? Like, it feels kind of a waste in my opinion. Like, I get not every song in an album being as good if the album is like 12 songs, or if the mini album is like 8 songs, or even if it's an EP. I get not every single song being a really good song that wins me over, but this one just kind of feels annoying because it's like 2 songs and you couldn't even make both of them really good. I don't know. It's still an enjoyable song. It's just filler. It feels like filler. If it genuinely does. And for the most part, I honestly don't really care about the song. I might sound a bit harsh, but just how I feel. So yeah, personally, I'm gonna give this one only a 6.7 out of 10, which again, it might be a bit harsh, but it's just a song that I don't really care about. Objectively, I'd say it's probably closer to like an 8.1 to maybe an 8.3 at best. But yeah, maybe a second listen would make me feel better, but I have a lot of videos to record today, so I'm gonna cut this one here. So yeah, I'm a bit disappointed, is how I'm gonna summarize this one. And yeah, if you guys have any K-pop songs you want me to react to, make sure to comment them down below, and I'm gonna add them to my list, though I don't want to promise when I'm gonna get to a specific song, because I have a pretty huge list, and I try to mix it up, have different songs and different artists in each reaction, so yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get to your specific request. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. Also check out the rest of the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you end up enjoying my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar, where you can pledge support and help keep the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you might enjoy. And additionally, I just want to mention that the money you decided to support me with, a huge part is definitely going to go towards my transition fund, because if you're new to the channel or just haven't noticed, I'm actually trans, but I just don't have the money to support myself to go through a transition. So I'm hoping that you could spare any amount, but I don't want to force you and guilt-trip you into helping me out. So if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!